Hello, everybody. We have a long stretch of severe weather ahead of us. Today is Sunday, March 30th, and we have this big enhanced risk with a tornado watch. As you can see, they just issued it, and we do have uh, more for the next few days as well. So first, let's see today. It's like I showed you yesterday, but it's a little bit bigger. So now the enhanced risk goes all the way to Michigan and all the way south to Texas. So very big area. There's this margin risk in Florida and this margin risk from Texas to New York. So the tornado threat is 10% hedged, and this 5% is big 2%. So numerous severe thunderstorms are expected through tonight across broad portion of the southeast or Mississippi Valley, mid-Mississippi Valley too, and into the Ohio Valley, southern Great Lakes. Multiple swaths of damaging winds appear likely. Large, very large hail, and several tornadoes are possible to occur supercells. A few of those tornadoes could be strong, like I showed you here, so that 10% hedged. So please stay safe. Have ways to receive warnings. But the wind here is 45%. That's very high probability. So secure your stuff and everything. Stay safe from that wind there. There's the 5%, the 15% too, and also the big 30% wind. Hail is also 30% and hedged for potentially very large hail, 2 inch plus, and a portion of the 15% is hedged as well. So stay safe, please be careful, and also some general storms in other areas. Tomorrow, as you guessed it, it's another enhanced risk from Mississippi to Virginia. So once again, a large one, and a slight risk from Louisiana to New York, and a marginal. So the tornado threat is this very big 10% for the southeast tomorrow. It's not hatched yet, but a very big 10% and a 5 and 2% as well. So please be careful, some tornadoes possible tomorrow. Wind is 30% and 15 and 5%, and hail is just 15 and 5%. So strong severe thunderstorms with a threat for scare widespread damaging gusts, and several tornadoes are forecast Monday, parts of the northeast, southeast, southwestward to central Gulf Coast region. So please stay safe. They do mention several tornadoes possible. Now day 3 for Tuesday is already a slight risk and a marginal from Texas to Wisconsin. The marginal and the slight around Iowa, Missouri, spots on Nebraska and Kansas and Illinois. So be aware, severe thunderstorms forecast to develop after dark central northeastern Kansas and east and northeastward to northwestern Illinois, and where large hail should be the main threat. So please be aware. And I think the real big day here is day 4. Might be similar to today, and honestly, I think this has bigger potential than today, a lot bigger. So there's this 15% from Texas to Michigan, and this 30%, which will be enhanced risk from Texas to Michigan as well. So let's see if there's something here. So for day 4 especially. So earlier in the period, however, model consisted lands fairly high, contains a widespread, potentially substantial outbreak of severe weather, evolved Wednesday, day 4 lower from lower Michigan and Ohio Valley, southward across the middle and lower Mississippi valleys into eastern parts of Texas and Oklahoma. Convection will likely be ongoing, developing early in the day over western portions of the risk area from Wisconsin and southwestward to Oklahoma, North Texas, and upper low shifts northeastward across the northern plains and towards the upper Mississippi Valley through the day, and the cold front passes across Iowa, Missouri, and eastern Oklahoma. Steep lapse rates atop a moist, diurnal heat in warm sectors support widespread convective development, with ascent along the front, somewhat modest, strong, large scale. Wait. Yeah, large scale ascent focuses northward into the upper Great Lakes. Into Ontario, storm mode may tend towards isolated storms opposed to more linear development. This, combined with flow that is forecast to weakly veer but dramatically strengthen with height, suggests primary supercell storm mode, and you know what that means. In addition to very large hail, particularly the southward extent, widespread damaging gusts and several tornadoes are expected, possibly significant. 4 days out, mentioning significant tornadoes already. This might be problematic. The risk is expected to continue well into the evening, like overnight, shifting slowly eastward across Midwest, mid-lower Mississippi Valley through the end of the period. So please stay safe. We'll still get more information because we're still 4 days out, but just have some plans there, just in case this goes bad. So please stay safe. There's day 5 for Thursday, still at 15%. So we just got like non-stop severe weather, and this just a 15%, but gotta watch to day 6, day 7, day 8, nothing. So please stay safe. We still have these freezing rain spots of Canada and the northeast and upper Midwest. This yellow for severe weather, some critical fire, and some heavy rain. Day 2 still the severe weather, some mixed precipitation, snow on the west. And day 3 possibly some freezing rain again, and some snow in the northern plains. So excessive rainfalls as light across the south, mid-south today, and parts of Tennessee and Kentucky too, and another slight in southern Alabama, spot to Mississippi. There's day 2 a marginal, northeast and kind of southeast. Day 3, this tiny marginal in the plains, Midwest. Day 4 is this light risk from Texas to Michigan and the marginal for excessive rainfall. And day 5 is a moderate already. So this might be dangerous. From Thursday to Friday, I thought this was for the Wednesday event, but this moderate is actually Thursday, because a lot of rain might fall Wednesday plus Thursday will even saturate the ground more. So please be careful. Slight risk and marginal. So this coming week, there's the potential. They put close to 10 inches in next 7 days. Spots of uh, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Arkansas, and more areas. And this like darkish greenish from Oklahoma to Indiana is like close to 7 inches. So this here is a very active pattern. So not only be careful with severe weather, but with very heavy rain too. Next 5 days shows less, of course, because it's less time, but already shows reports of 5 inches next 5 days, and 7 days shows all of that. So please stay safe. There's day 4 for Wednesday, shows even close to 5 inches. Day 5, day 6, a little bit more, and some on day 7. So please be careful. Snow there in Canada and spots to the west. Day 2 on the Rockies and the Sierra Nevada too, some snow. Day 3 still on the Rockies, mainly Colorado, but those show in other areas. California and the northern plains for day 3. Day 4, Canada into the plains. Day 5 goes further east. Day 6 kind of in the Rockies, and this is further south than usual for this time of year, but does show some. And day 7 still shows some there. So we'll keep watching. Be careful. Some an extreme winter storm severity index spots in the mountains in California. Be careful. Some moderate major spots the Rockies, and some major the UP Michigan. So be aware. So here for today, there's the Colorado State University too for the severe weather. They even have some higher hail, and but they don't have as much wind and stuff. But the important thing here is day 3, day 4 actually, for Wednesday. So this here is a very high probability. They have this big area of purple, 45%, and even a small area of 60% already. And this black area, hatched area for significant severe weather. So this here might be pretty big for Wednesday. The SIPs just has some 30% in the National Weather Service as well. And Thursday, the Colorado State University still with a small 30%. So have to monitor this very closely, especially for Wednesday. So please be aware. And this is day 3, Tuesday. Shows actually the Storm Prediction Center did have a small hatched area there for like Nebraska, Kansas, and Missouri and Iowa. So it might be a little bit stronger there. But please be aware of this coming. There's the her here today now. shows those dew points, spot to the south there, and in the north and everything. Even some 60 dew points far north as Michigan with these severe storms. So please be careful. The significant tornado too shows like this is already this evening, like this afternoon shows some Indianas slightly higher some spots, and then later in the evening it cranks up quite a lot, especially in Arkansas into Tennessee, some higher tornado parameters later in the evening into the night. And so Indiana to Kentucky, so be careful. Later into the night, as still shows in Mississippi and Tennessee some higher parameters, so be careful. Those tornadoes there, please be aware. And there's like the full run here for the the updraft holistic from those storms, so show some big tracks in Tennessee, indicating severe wind and hail, and more in Kentucky too, more spots in the Midwest, and some in the South. So stay safe. Please be careful. There's the mixed layer Cape, like this evening. This is too late, right? So a little bit early in the evening. Still shows some Cape. The front will be already getting it, but still shows some around Kentucky, Tennessee, but more in the south there. But little bit earlier in the afternoon, like in the evening, shows close to 2000 joules per kilogram, 1500. All yellow is above 2000, so does show some more further north. So be careful. There's some other types here. The most unstable too, in spots of Kentucky, Indiana, further south as well, especially Mississippi. But the main risk, in my opinion, for tornadoes like in Arkansas and Tennessee and Missouri and Kentucky, but they can happen anywhere in that risk area. But just stay safe. There's here for Wednesday the GFS, and does have this big trough coming with those winds aloft. So we have to watch this very closely. The GFS has been kind of uh, wanting to uptrend this, but we're watching many models, not just the GFS. But yeah, and there's like, let's see if it has some cape here from the GFS. So this is Wednesday. This is still like at noon or something. So here in the evening, does have some more further south, but this might be too late because if you put in the night, Cape already diminishes in the night. But in the afternoon, shows some high amounts of Cape further south and some Cape in the northern part too, the GFS. So the GFS really up to something, but we'll keep watching. There's like the Cape, the European truth for today, Sunday, shows some energy as far north as Michigan, and further south more than 2000 joules per kilogram, 1000, 2000. And Wednesday here, the Europeans, even Indiana, to close to 2500, a lot across the south. So yeah, stay safe from all of this coming. And rain 5 days here, the European does have a lot too, like close to 6 inches in Arkansas, even 10 inches. The European has just 5 days, 10 inches, 8 inches. So really showing a lot there. In Ohio, Indiana, some 5 inches. And if I put further like 10 days, 10 days shows even more there. But this is too far. Better not get ahead of ourselves. But does on the west coast some more as well. And yeah, but stay safe. And terms of snow and everything, might be more for eastern Canada. Those areas 38, 42 centimeters. Next 5 days in Atlantic Canada, some more snow. And shows here like along the western US, especially on the west, on the Cascades and Sierra Nevada, but also shows in the southern Rockies. Might be some next week, some more southwestern Canada, and some like central to northwestern Canada, some lingering snow. And in Alaska, shows snow most of Alaska except some spots there but be aware the GFS most of Alaska too, and a lot across eastern Canada. And the northern plains, the GFS is really kind of uh, showing a lot here. So shows like some 25 inches, 26 inches next 5 days. Shows the European just 7 inches, but 13 inches. The icon, the plains to 19 inches. So if you are like the Dakotas, Minnesota, and those areas, better watch closely into next week, and in Canada as well. So be careful. Uh, let's see, the critical fire still shows the southwest, some elevated and critical. Don't burn anything, be careful. Day 2 still elevated for Monday, and day 3 through 8 still shows critical spots of day 5 and day 4, Texas and New Mexico, and all the way to Kansas. This probably Wednesday and Thursday if the severe weather. So be careful. Shows now Sundays, some high winds in some mountains northern California, and the Europeans very crazy about this, close to like some 75 mile per gust, even higher. And then it shows like in other spots the west as well, some like because of the storms there. So this goes Monday, shows some higher winds in Oregon still tonight, and California, Nevada, the southwest. This goes, that shows some more gusts there, spots of here, spots of the west by like Tuesday, Monday night and Tuesday, especially the Sierra Nevada, more spots there throughout the interior west. So Tuesday, this goes like starts going to the plains some, but especially the southwest. Tuesday afternoon shows stronger gusts. This goes and still shows Wednesday this big storm system, some high gusts, many areas, and including this crazy Atlantic cyclone in Labrador, more than 100 km per gusts. So stay safe there. And then Thursday, this goes northern Mexico, New Mexico as well. And then later Thursday still shows some winds in some spots. But yeah, stay safe. And spots of northern Alaska occasionally today into Monday, and maybe another spot or two. So stay safe. Be aware of the temperature still in northern Canada, very cold, especially like tomorrow morning shows even like minus 38 degrees Celsius. So be careful the wind chills. It shows more still some negative temperatures for central southern Canada spots there. Monday, Tuesday, some areas slightly milder, but still pretty cold. Some spots Thursday, Friday still shows kind of a similar thing. There's here in Fahrenheit too, especially Texas this afternoon, the Europeans close to 90, Sesame is spot to the south as well. So Sunday in the morning, night, does show colder in the northern plains, some 20s, 30s in the Rockies, some 20s, teens, and northern Maine still cold. So this goes still warmer in the south, but slightly colder in the west and in the north, in the northeast. So this goes Thursday, shows like next Thursday afternoon, much warmer there in the south, but still coldish in those spots in the north. So this is the general trend in the temperatures. So stay safe and please be careful with these storms coming. And just another reminder to have a reliable uh, source for the warnings so you can stay safe. I already see severe thunderstorm warnings here in the tornado watch, so please stay safe. Summer warnings the west for wind, winter weather and fire, and still some ice storm warnings for the north and winter storm warnings. But please stay safe. The severe weather, another one in Texas. So please find radios and everything, especially for today and for Wednesday. Have some radios and stay safe. And here still shows ice in the UP of Michigan, Wisconsin today. Maybe northern Michigan and Maine, New Hampshire shows even more than 1/4 of an inch. There's many spots even close to 1/2 an inch in New Hampshire, especially the UP of Michigan, even more than 1/2 of an inch. And into Ontario there, it's very hard to see here, but there's some light greens right at the top of that, even more than 1 inch, maybe in spots of Ontario. So please stay safe, be careful with the ice too. Just showing here the whole view for Canada as well. So especially southwestern Ontario, those spots there, and more spots of Quebec, some ice as well. So please stay safe and warn others. And check some links in the description for warnings there. But please find a reliable way to have warnings. And feel free to join our Discord. There's some good warnings and stuff there too. But don't rely on us. Please find a reliable radio and everything. Bye.